close my eyes, I do see your father.
Me too.
But I also see your mother.
Me too. Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we're watching some more Outlander, Red Season 4, Episode 11. And this one is titled, If Not for Hope. Oh, does that mean that Roger stays? Because why would he stay if not for hope? To find Brianna. I mean, that's the only thing I could see because, like I said last episode, he could go, but I don't see this as being good for the story. So I'm hoping he stays, or maybe he's not going to be able to go through. No, why wouldn't he? Anyways, let's just get into it. No shot. I am bamboozled. Oh.
Don't even think of trying to escape
Ooh.
again.
They got him again?
You made an honest mistake. You thought you were protecting me.
But I made such a mess of things. Will you ever forgive me?
Of course. It's over. We don't need to talk about it again.
What about your father? Will you forgive him as well? He wouldn't have done what he did if I hadn't been mistaken about Mr. Wakefield.
Even if I could forgive him for what he did to Roger, I can't forget the things he said to me.
I'll leave you to your drawing then, mistress.
I don't like this.
We've lived with the fear of the unknown before, not knowing if the other is alive or dead. But each passing day,
Don't remind me.
we must suffer through the very same thing. Let's be on our way then.
Aw, he wants to make things right.
I hate to see you both suffering so.
He feels just as bad. That's the thing. Like, he's not happy with what he did. Smirta. Merde. Merde. Hey, girl. Can't believe I'm happy to see her.
Are you
Wow.
up today?
In Milo's eyes, I'm whole, but to them, here, I'm less than a man. There's no work in Wilmington for someone like me. Stephen Bonnet should be in Wilmington in a week's time. So I heard today.
Didn't like it. Not with all his meetings with his regulators. His burden enough harboring a wanted man under her roof.
True.
You would do the same for me.
Phaedra, stay there. By the window. The light. Wait, it's your face. Here.
You're gonna draw her?
What are you doing, Miss Fraser? I'm drawing you. Why on earth would you do that? You're beautiful.
Yeah, but that's a little random. But alright.
Thank you, Miss Fraser.
Let me just sit here for 3 hours while you draw me.
Conversation is good for a worried mind.
Aye, and there's plenty more to be had. Phaedra is waiting for you in your chamber with the dress.
She's trying to, like, marry her to someone, or...
Sorry. Did I wake you?
Trouble sleeping, lass.
Tell Fergus you want him to fight alongside you.
Marriage not all you hoped it would be, lass. If you want him rid of him, I can take him out back and...
If I wanted him shot, I'd do it myself. And it would be fair to take him out first. He doesn't put his boots in my blankets.
Sis.
I can.
Just to make him feel...
Then you understand why I'm asking you.
Aye.
I'll have a whole man. Or none at all.
Oh my god. It's really sweet. Make him feel whole
Miss Fraser's here, Mistress.
inside.
Lady Brianna Fraser.
Hey! He's from Lord of the Rings. He's one of the little, I don't know what you call them.
I've been looking forward to this occasion.
Has she been promised to him?
Drawing, mostly.
The lass is quite accomplished.
me. Oh, poor baby. Are you okay? Sorry, we're dog sitting, and I think that she's taking the cuddles because she's trying to avoid the dog, and the dog's very needy. So I think that now she's kind of like claiming the attention she's been getting a little less. By her own fault, really, because she just hides. Alright.
I recently finished a portrait of Phaedra.
Oh, I presume you mean the Phaedra of Greek mythology, wife of Theseus. Yes, a good, strong Greek name.
I believe Phaedra is one of the slaves here at Riverrun.
You mean to say you draw Negroes? Does the world come to think you'd choose that as your subject in a beautiful place such as this?
Oh my god.
Why not a landscape?
Kick her in the throat.
Young folk today.
Perhaps you would be so good as to accompany me.
She's trying to, like,
Brianna?
wed her. No, thank you. A hobbit!
Perhaps
That's
we
the
should
word.
all join them in the parlour.
No, thank you, hobbit.
Yes.
Mistress. I present Lord John Grey. Greetings, one and all. Miss Fraser, undoubtedly. I'm an acquaintance of your parents.
More like a bestie.
Join us, will you?
What?
Join our militia. You've courage, and I trust you. If I'm to fight Tryon's army, I can think of no man I'd rather have by my side.
I'm honored that you've asked.
He's gonna refuse.
But my place is here with Marcelly and Gemma.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But I do have something for occasions such as these that I learned a long time ago on the subject of psychology. The science of the soul, if you will.
Oh, it sounds intriguing.
Yet it only works with strangers.
Maybe I'll partake?
Of course. I'll ask you a few questions, and I want you to picture whatever comes to mind first. Oh, and you might want to close your eyes.
Must I close my eyes when you are before me?
Yes.
Yes.
I want you to imagine that you're in a forest with someone. Can you picture the person?
Yes. Yes, clear as day.
Yes.
He's with Jamie.
You encounter an animal.
I'm with Jamie too.
Not yet. But when walking with Christ yourself, coupled with the squirrel you saw in your mother's garden, you see the animal you encounter represents life's problems. And given that squirrels tend to hoard things away, it would seem that your problems are secrets.
If you'll excuse me for a moment, I must take some air.
Oh. Oh.
Well.
Ah.
There may be something in this.
I saw that. He's in the closet.
Who came to mind first?
Your father. I told you your father.
We were naked.
Oh.
Your father would never divulge anything that you yourself would not wish to tell me. He's an honorable man.
Don't talk to me about my father's honor.
Okay, Brianna.
And yet I'm starting to suspect that it's part of the reason for this dinner. She is trying to secure me a husband.
I see. Surely you cannot take another husband if you're already married.
Well, Roger and I were handfast, with no witnesses.
That is a predicament.
He could marry her?
A marriage to one of these men will be of great benefit to you.
And to you as well, no doubt.
The union of two families is always a blessing.
What about love? You said my grandmother married for love?
Aye. She did. Like you, Ellen was with child before she wed. Our brothers Colum and Dougal tried to arrange a marriage for her, but she outwitted them when she eloped with Brian Fraser. There's no way you want to hear, but he's not coming back. He's with the savages now, be it dead or alive. The sooner you accept that, the better. You cannot live on hope.
I think you got the wrong room, sir. Why? I'm looking for a gentleman. You're no gentleman.
Yep. Good night. John and... Oh! Oh.
All this? What have you done to that man?
Return to your wife and children. Oh, don't you to me.
Unhand him! You should go. Something very familiar about you.
Strange.
No!
And I think we've got the place.
No, we were so close.
With the time passing, I wanted to ask instead. Will you marry me?
Come now.
Oh, John, if you refuse my offer, it is with deep regret that I'll have to reveal what I saw you doing last night with one of my supposed suitors.
Whatever it is you think you saw, you're quite mistaken.
No, I know what I saw.
I was married.
It wasn't an arrangement of convenience then.
I am perfectly capable of carrying out my husbandly duties, I assure you.
I know I sound insane. And I really wouldn't have said a word to anybody.
Just to threaten him.
No. When I close my eyes, I do see your father.
Me too.
But I also see your mother.
Me too.
Yeah. I have faith in your parents. They will find Roger and bring him back to you.
Even if they do bring Roger back,
She's not sure he'll
he
stay.
might not want to. I was violated. And the baby, I don't know who's...
Do you know this man?
No, I found out later. His name is Stephen Bonnet. Jess is expecting me.
Is he gonna do it?
Thank you for waiting for me, my dear. Have you told them our good news?
No, I haven't.
Oh, well.
I've asked for Miss Fraser's hand in marriage. And she has accepted.
You gonna read it? That's how you open it. I thought you had to like pull on it. That's cool. I didn't know that.
I was upset, but not with you.
With herself?
Who else?
Everybody.
Oh.
The world. Stephen Bonnet. I'm sorry. I didn't tell you it was Stephen Bonnet when I knew. Had I, it might have saved Roger.
Can he be a father to her? Claire,
Of course you can.
never thought I'd be jealous of a dead man.
You'll build up your own relationship with
But
her.
Frank,
But he thinks he's a better man. I thought perhaps you'll begin to feel the same, Sassenach.
You fool. She's just like you. She says things in anger that she doesn't mean. You didn't mean the things you said to her, did you?
No.
I love you both so much.
Hey, is this happening or are you gonna cut away?
Sorry.
Prove it.
I'm sorry.
Hmm? Oh my goodness. Alright, that was a little something, I guess.
What's going on?
Are they taking him in? What the hell? They said they take people in to replace the dead. Is that what they're doing? Again! God damn it! Right. Sorry about the lighting. It's literally 2:15 p.m. and it's really, really dark out. It's rainy. It's very rainy. We had Lord John this episode. I did not expect him. What are the odds? Well, yeah. Because at first I thought he was just like showing up for the little dinner thing, but then he knew who he was coming to see. He knew that Brianna would be there because Jamie asked him to look in on her, which is sweet. We still don't know what he said in the letter, but I guess we'll find that out next episode or whenever. I'm just saying that she opened it, that we know for sure, but we don't know what she read. So we saw Lord John, and it was a delight as usual. It's always fun to see him. I understand why he's one of the most appreciated characters, because he's so consistently good and refreshing. Like whenever he appears, it's like Lord John, and you know that you have a great episode ahead of you. As for the things that will be continued next episode, Murtaugh in the alley with Stephen Bonnet on the ground. When Brianna told Lord John that it was Stephen Bonnet was the name of the guy, I immediately had a feeling that maybe he could have a hand into bringing Stephen Bonnet to Jamie. Because, you know, he's an influential person. We've seen it. He has a lot of influence, and he's a well-respected man. So maybe Murtaugh and Stephen Bonnet will get arrested. He can try to get Murtaugh released. And Stephen kind of released, but like transferred to his death. That'd be cool. And as for the whole Murtaugh being Jamie's dad, I'm reaching, I think. But it's a type of thing that, like, if he's not, I'm gonna be like, okay. But if he is, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, that's insane. Like, I wouldn't be surprised, because it could be true. Like, let's not forget that this is a story. So if the writer, Diana, if she went into that direction in the books, and no, she killed Murtaugh in the books. You guys told me that. She killed him. Cold-blooded murder, she did. So, yeah, I don't know if they would go as far as saying that Murtaugh's Jamie's dad in the TV show. I feel like that already, to have Murtaugh not die, which I'm very thankful for, that's already like a big change from the books to the series. So to have Murtaugh be Jamie's dad, I don't know. But still, it's something that popped into my mind, and I had to say it. I had to get it out. Brianna being angry at Jamie, I get it. But I'm like, ugh, it just hurts me to see the way Jamie was talking, that I can't be a dad to her. She thinks I'm a bad man. And that's the thing. Like, as much as Brianna's hurting and feels betrayed and feels hurt by what Jamie said, Jamie feels just as bad for saying those things and doing what he did, you know? And oh my God, that scene between him and Claire, oh, I needed that, because I hate to see them be at odds with each other, you know, just not being in their good place, because they're so good together. They make such a good team that, like, when you feel there's a disconnect, it's like, it could ruin everything. I mean that. So to have them kind of reconcile, and it's totally understandable, because the way Claire explained it, it was just us, and now it was just her. She's used to just her and Brianna, and she's also used to just her and Jamie. But now everything has to come together. They have to get used to being parents together. And it's not gonna come like super easily. It's not gonna just happen. But at some point, Jamie will have built a relationship with Brianna, something different, something that is just their own. And I'm so excited for that to happen, because he deserves it. You know, he wanted to be a dad so bad. And he missed out on so much already, that I just want him to have a good relationship with his daughter. And yeah, Brianna marrying Lord John. Maybe, I don't know if the wedding's gonna happen like right now, but it's good for her right now that she's kind of like promised. Is that like when you ask the hand, it's like, yes, there will be a wedding, but they're kind of like engaged, so they can leave her alone. And if they're able to like postpone it as much as they can until they find Roger, because he knows like you can't be married if you're already married, but she was handfast, so maybe it doesn't count as a like full-on marriage. We'll see, but I don't think she's gonna go through and like be married to Lord John. I think it's just like a time thing, just to gain a little bit of time till we find Roger, which I don't know what was going on in the end, but maybe they're just like, it's an initiation. They're gonna try to take him in. I don't know what they want. Marcelly and Fergus. That was so sweet of her. She just wants him to feel like included, and you know, like he said to Jamie, I'm whole, but here I'm a man who's like missing a hand, so like there's no work for me here. He would be able to work, that's the thing, but they just see him as being, I guess, slower, and not, they're gonna take someone else over him. So Marcelly could see that he needed to feel like he could, you know? But I think that realistically he knew that he didn't want to go, but to be asked to go just made it, he needed that, and she could see it. So for her to do that, to ask Murtaugh, it's like, it's such she loves him so much. That's plain and simple. She loves him. That's her man, and she wants him to feel whole inside. And I love her for that, because I love Fergus. She's a good wife, and she's badass. The way she talked to Murtaugh there, I absolutely loved it. But that was amazing. Again, what episode of Outlander isn't? I ask you. So that was season 4, episode 11. If Not for Hope. I will see you guys for the next episode, and thank you so much for watching.